Okay, so if you're in your first year of university, you already know the deal. New classes, a ton of new freedom, and yeah, a million new distractions. So today, we're going to build a secret weapon to help you get that focus back. We're talking about the ultimate study playlist, one that's actually engineered to help you concentrate and get way more done. And look, if that sounds like you are so not alone. Seriously. Between the noisy dorms, the social media notifications that just never stop, and just the overall pressure of it all, trying to find a quiet space in your own head can feel just about impossible. But what if the answer isn't total silence? What if it's actually the right kind of sound? So that brings us to a really cool question. How can sound, of all things, actually help you focus? Well, it's not magic, it's science. Let's dive into what's actually going on inside your brain when you put on the right tunes. Have you ever heard of the Mozart effect? It's this pretty wild idea that listening to certain music, like classical, can actually sharpen the skills you need for really complex stuff like math and physics. So, you see, it's not just about drowning out the noise. It's about literally tuning your brain to the perfect frequency for deep work. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. This idea of synchronization. Just think about it for a second. A steady, predictable rhythm in your music gives your brain something to lock onto. It helps organize your thoughts and gets you into this state of deep focus. It's almost like a metronome for your mind. All right, so we get the why it works. Now let's get into the what that works. We're about to break down the anatomy of a killer study mix and find all the key ingredients you're going to need. First up, genre. And honestly, it's all about matching the vibe to the task. If you're knee-deep in a tough problem set, the soothing, structured feel of classical music can be perfect for keeping you on track without being distracting. But for a long writing session, the chill, atmospheric vibe of lo-fi hip-hop is just ideal. And here's a fantastic little hack for you. Video game soundtracks. I mean, they are literally designed to keep you motivated and completely locked in on a difficult mission. Next, we need to talk about the great vocal debate. For most people, purely instrumental tracks are your safest bet because, there are no lyrics to accidentally start singing along to. But if that feels a little too boring, here's a great hack. Find songs with very few vocals, or even better, find music with lyrics in a language you don't understand. You get that human sound without the distraction. And hey, we can't forget these other crucial elements, right? You're going to want some variety in the tempo just to keep things from getting stale. You want a good mix of familiar songs that kind of feel like a warm hug, plus some new stuff to keep you on your toes. And maybe most importantly, that personal connection. You've got to throw in that one song that just makes you feel like you can do anything. That's pure motivational fuel right there. Okay, you've got all the pieces. Now it's time to actually build this thing. This next part is your step-by-step blueprint for putting together a playlist that genuinely works for you. Here it is, your 7-step game plan. And don't worry, it's super straightforward. We're going to zoom in on a couple of the most critical steps to get you started, like right now. Okay, let's be real. The most important step is right here at the beginning. Define your goals. The kind of music you need for writing a 10-page paper is going to be way different from what you need for grinding through flashcards. Are you trying to absorb new info, or are you trying to power through a creative assignment? You've got to match the playlist to the mission. Now, step 4. This is a total pro move. Organize for flow. Don't just throw songs together and hit shuffle. Actually structure your playlist to match your study session. You could even build a Pomodoro playlist, right? 25 minutes of focus music, then one super high-energy song for your 5-minute break, and then another track that eases you back in. It's such a powerful way to manage your energy. And please, please remember step 5. Your playlist is a living, breathing thing. It's not set in stone. If you find a song that always pulls you out of the zone, be ruthless. Just cut it. If you find a new artist that just clicks for you, add them in. This whole thing is about what works for you. All right, let's pull all this together. What we've been building here, it's so much more than just a list of songs. It is your own personal academic soundtrack. There's this quote from our source material that I just love because it hits the nail on the head. It says, a good playlist is a game-changing asset in your academic arsenal. It's not just a nice-to-have. It's a tool, a powerful tool that you can use anytime you really need to get in the zone. Because at the end of the day, that's what this is all about. This is about taking something that can feel like a total chore, those long study nights, and turning it into an experience that feels focused and powerful and, yeah, even motivational. You're not just studying. You're performing, and you've got your own custom soundtrack pushing you along.
So, to wrap this up, I'm going to leave you with one simple question to get the ball rolling. Forget about the whole playlist for a second. What's that one perfect song, the very first track you're going to add that you know will immediately put you in the zone? Go find it.